But hey, super sexy people. Hey, ladies and gents and everything in between outside of it. It's always such a mouthful every time I have to say that. I don't know why I decided to say that in every single video, but I did. So I decided it's time for another readathon. My last readathon is what got me where I am today. It has 14k views. It was published on January 7th and it's currently May 6th. So we're literally 5 months later and it's still going crazy. And I decided, since you guys also asked about it, let's do it again. But this time we're gonna do it a bit differently. So recently people have done it a lot with the timer situation. So then they read over a couple of days, they do like still sleep and do the stuff that they need to do. But then basically when they don't need to do the stuff that they do, they just read. They see how much they can actually read in 24 hours, which gives you a lot more of a realistic timeline of how much you can read in 24 hours than the other one that I did where I'm just awake for 24 hours. Have I picked out any books yet? Kind of not. So I have like a few books on my mind that I think I can pick and choose from. So let me get them for you. You're currently in my bookshelf. So I'm not actually going to tell you what the books are about, but I'm just going to quickly give you a quick run through of what the books actually are because you probably didn't see them that well on just the clip before. So we have Blood Orange Murder Mystery. We have The Bell Jar and The Catcher in the Rye, which are both classics. They're both really short. So maybe if I feel like just reading a really short book and you know, I still want to get to these, I can just read these. When They Find Her, fast-paced murder mystery as well. Unholy Murder, part of a series, but you can read them standalone, murder mystery. Eeny Meeny, first part of this series, which you could also read in standalone, but I'm trying to read the entire series, but it's massive, so I'm scared of it. 8 Perfect Hours, 300-page romance. Your Turn to Die, a reread that I want to read this month, which is a murder mystery as well. So this is the lovely pile that I got myself. The question is, where are we gonna start? Okay, I've kind of making a choice. I have decided it's gonna be one of these 3. So I posted a little poll on my Instagram so you guys can help me decide. So I mean, it's already quite late, so I probably won't start another book today. So I will come back tomorrow and I will let you know what you guys have chosen for me to read. Good morning. It's not good morning, it's literally 9 p.m. but it's the next day. It is the next day and you guys have made a decision. Let me double check if your decision was actually the book that I took with me to my desk. But you guys have chosen When They Find Her, so I was correct. When They Find Her, it's this bad boy. So I'm gonna get my timer and go. Hello. I don't know why I did that. My timer is currently on 31.5 minutes and I am on page 46, which is actually quite surprising because normally I read about a page per minute. But this book, literally in the first chapter, it got down to the point. And that's what I really like about mystery or murder mystery, because it gets down to the point really quick and it's always keeping you hooked, keeping you wanting to read more. Because basically what the book is about is that Naomi, she used to, I don't know what happened, but her ex-husband doesn't trust her with her child anymore, so she's trying to show him, babe, I can do this. Not babe, but babe, I can do this, don't worry, she can sleep over at our house, at my house for one night and then she'll go back to you. But she just wants to rebuild that bond with her daughter, but then that night her daughter goes missing and this is all in the back. And so she tells a lie and she calls the police. They'll soon the whole country will be looking for her daughter. So yeah, but I'll definitely continue this tomorrow. I feel like we've gotten pretty far for now. But yeah, I'm gonna play Hay Day and go to bed. Morning, lovelies. It is kind of morning, well it's more afternoon. It's a new day and today is a really nice day. It's nice out. It's still a bit chilly, so I'm bringing a vest, but I thought it's like still sunny out, so I thought it would be nice to sit outside in my garden. I feel like in all my videos recently, I've just like been sitting out in my garden. So I'm gonna sit there. I packed a little bag. I'm still kind of packing. I'm gonna pack some snacks as well. And then we're just gonna sit outside and read. It's really weird because like this is more like a type of book that my mom would read. She's very into like missing children and stuff. So yeah. Like, so she called like basically her ex-husband, of course, because it's their child. And she was like so like worried about this entire situation that in the beginning she thought it was a dream. But now that her ex-husband is actually at the door because obviously she called him to come over, she's like sure that this isn't a dream. And I was still like, I was kind of hoping it wasn't a dream. Obviously it isn't, but like sometimes they have these books and then like, oh, and then she woke up. And they're like, babe, that's something we do in 8th grade in English Lit. That's not something we do now. But yeah, I'm on chapter 7, page 52. And it never stops being like, I want to read more. So yeah. It is a lot later. I'm also back upstairs, as you can tell. But I only have a little less than 60 pages left. My mom will get here in about an hour, so I think that would be fine. So I think I'm just gonna try to finish this book before my mom comes home. It's super juicy. It's super juicy. I recommend this book. Like, finished the book with 3.5 hours, which is pretty solid, especially for like, it's not like a super thin book or anything. And my mom is coming home in 10 minutes, so it's like perfect timing. It was semi-predictable, but not really. It only started to become more predictable towards like the ending, but it was still like really interesting. It's just a really, really good story. I loved it. I definitely recommend if you like are into murder mystery. Definitely gonna rate this somewhere between 4 and 5. But yeah, I loved it. Loved it. Hello guys, I'm aware I look rough. I had my first day back at school today and I literally collapsed. I also can't believe that I have to be back at that place for like the next 5 days, but it's fine. I only have like 7 weeks left at school, so can I complain? From the 3 books that I posted on my Instagram story, this one was the second one. This is Your Return to Die, and I've already read this one. So it would be a reread for me. I read this in like 7th, 8th grade. I can't remember exactly when it was, but it's either like 2 or 3 years ago. So I feel like that's long enough. And I keep being like, oh my god, yeah, it's one of my favorite books. I love it so much. Honestly, I forgot the like major plot twist. Like I kind of guess, I remember what happened, but I forgot what was why was it so shocking. And I feel like, you know, obviously my English has improved and just like the way I can read and the speed at what I can read. So this book has like 250 pages, 260 pages, so this would be most likely quite a quick read. I'm back in school now and like it's gonna be quite busy for me, especially in the next couple of weeks. But I want this video up by Sunday. Sometimes I think to myself, Sophia, you're quite stupid. Okay, so I made a lap to get started. This book is already like ruined, like all the corners are just fucked. So at this point, like, I don't care. I'm pretty sure the spine is broken. Not even sure. Three Amigos. Oh my god. Sorry, this is bringing so much like memories. They're 15 in the book. I'm 15 now. Sorry. It's super weird because I can still remember like what everything looks like in my head. Like certain moments I can still remember like, oh yeah, I envision it like that, or like, oh yeah, this is what the house looked like. I can still like remember what the main house looks like, and it's super interesting. I never actually told you what the book is about. Hold up. The book is basically about like, it's like this group of people, it's like cousins and then like their family friend Jacob. And they always go to the roast shop house. Like I think it's I don't know, just every year they spend some time there, and it's an unexpected turn because this new girl shows up, and it's always just been them. And they don't know why this new girl has shown up, but she just is there, and they're not a big fan of it. There is like the body of a teenage girl is discovered in the garden, and the body's over 60 years old, so like it's fine. But like now the main character Leah wants to unravel the mystery, but history could repeat itself if she isn't careful. So now you know. So it's been quite the day for me. As you can tell, I look super sexy, which just obviously means I have the most amazing day. It's 11 p.m. and I kind of want to go to bed now, but I do want to read a bit more. Especially just because like the next couple of days I'm gonna be so busy. But basically I have a book club. I don't have a book club, but I'm part of my school's book club. And for Friday we have a meeting. We're reading the first Narnia book, and I haven't read it yet. I'm gonna have to read that one as well. I am gonna quickly do Duolingo, and then I'm gonna read. So the main event has just started. So that's good. Like basically the main thing that the book is going to be about. So I'm obviously currently reading Your Turn to Die, but tomorrow I have a book club meeting because I'm in my school's book club, and we're supposed to read the first book, like the first Narnia book, which I haven't done. I've seen the movie. I just haven't read the book. The book is really small. Like, it's really small. It's almost the size of my head. It is the size of my head, aka it's super small. The font is semi-big. There's pictures in it. Should be like an hour max, to be honest. But I thought I could just incorporate this into this video, just get it done and over with. And this is my mom's version from, I think, when she was little. Of course, this book and the story is quite old, but it says, this is very queer. It is 11:30 and I finished the Narnia book. Yeah, I will get into that tomorrow. I just want to go to bed right now. So I just wanted to let you know that. So good night. Guys, long time no see. You guys might think you were on my screen a second ago. But the thing is, for me, it's been literally multiple days. I haven't read since Friday. It's an issue. It's Tuesday today, and I haven't read literally for like 5 days. Do I know the reason? Probably. I've been talking to this male. And he's kind of, you know, like, taking up my time. But it's still not an excuse for me not to read, but I am still reading this one, but I am quite far, so I feel it's stupid to not finish it. It's later. I didn't read. What a surprise. Oh, yeah, I'm still 80% in, 80 to 30% into this book. And the thing is, I'm just not hooked enough. I really like the characters, but I'm just not hooked enough right now. And I just need something new, and I'm not really feeling murder mystery. Also because I'm just feeling more a bit of a romance, because like I have some things going on in my life right now that just make me want to read romance, you know? And just really dive deep into that romantic vibe that I'll probably never have. I'm gonna be starting the fine print. I've had this for a while, right? And I keep eyeing it, but I keep saying like, no, I won't read it because it's like 420 pages long. Well, actually 430 pages long. And I was like, no, that's just too much. But like, when else am I gonna read it? And I just like did some Instagram research, and then I was like, okay, I have to read this because apparently it's duo point of view. That's my favorite thing ever. I love when there's multiple point of views because it just keeps you hooked. But yeah, I really hope that this book is good, because I just need to have like one fat read that I really enjoy. Okay, the first time is the last time I attended a funeral. That is very optimistic, I'd say. That is very happy.
Nothing like your smile in the morning, following the linings on your cheeks. 'Cause baby, in your absence, life is...
So I have been reading for about 20 minutes. Just kind of on and off. You know, my mom came into my room, I had to reply to some texts. Didn't have to, I just wanted to. And I'm on page 27 and I really like it so far. I'm really into like the grumpy, like sunshine type of thing, and I just really like her character. Her name is Zara, and his name is Rowan. So I'm currently very into the book, and I'm definitely going to continue reading. That's the update. And also on page 12, the word cock was already used, so that's lovely. Hey guys, I haven't filmed in so long. I am now on page 333 of the fine print, and I literally just start crying. I don't know why. I just got really emotional because they were just sharing something very personal, and the romance is quite fitting because my love life is definitely going somewhere right now. So yeah, so, like since the last time I filmed, there's so much has happened. I am currently on 3 hours and 19 minutes. I'm on like around like 9 hours, so by the time I have like 100 pages left, so by the time that I finish this book, we're definitely, I think, gonna be in like the 4 hour, so like probably like around like the 10-hour range. But so far I'm really enjoying it. I think if I would have to rate it now, I think I would rate it probably like a 4-star. Hi guys, so apparently I never actually said it in the video, but this was kind of where I decided that I'm gonna switch it to a 12-hour readathon instead of a 24-hour readathon, since it literally took me so long to film. I think it took me like a total of like a month to film in general. So I was like, if I'm gonna do 24-hour, like it's just gonna get nowhere. So this is kind of where that switches, just so you know.
'Cause baby, in your absence, life is boring, so I'll never leave. It's easier to love.
I didn't just almost fall off my bed, but hello ladies and gents, it's the next day and I finished the fine print. I actually really liked it, like a lot. So yeah, I just have to think about my rating. I always have that with like books, like I can't immediately decide. Like I always kind of know like around where, but I can't be like, that's the rating I'm gonna give it. But it was really good. It was quite, you know, a thicker book, but I still finished it in like a reasonable amount of time. I'm gonna check when I started it. I was obviously also really busy, you know, with school. I started this on 17th and I finished it on the 27th, so it took me like 10 days, which is kind of long for me, but on the other hand, I've just been so busy. Like in the summer holidays, I'll probably be reading like a book a day, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, work, school, social life, and then editing, and you know, it's been a lot. Now I have to find a book I want to read. I'm kind of on the verge of debating between two, so I'll let you know when I come back with my choice. And yeah. Why do I look like a little male? A couple of days later, and I've made the choice of the next book that I want to read, and it is EDBD. I'm sick, if you can't tell. And this book has around like also like 450 pages. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself and choosing massive books. Even though the book is quite thick, the font is really big and the chapters are really short, and it's part of a series. I know the characters, I know the writing, so it won't be that difficult for me to get into this, which is just perfect. So I kind of want to get started now, so let's do that. Hello everyone, I feel like it's been such a long time. But we're finally here. This video has literally taken me ages to film and to finish. We started it off as trying to read for 24 hours. I reduced that to 12. In a couple of weeks, my final exams are for this year and I need to start studying, and I just will not have the time to finish this video in time for you guys to still see it, and that it's not like super long and ass, and that it's just not a good video anymore, because I feel like the longer I drag this out, the worse the content will be. I don't want to give you bad content. A bit over halfway in Eeny Meeny. I've been really liking it, but you know, I've just been craving a bit of a romance, so it's harder for me to pick it up actually, because I don't like reading 2 books at the same time. But I wrote down how long it took me to read each book. So for the first book that we read was When They Find Her. I took 3.5 hours, well 3.36 to be exact. And then I read Narnia for my school book club, which was literally so long ago. Then I read Narnia, which I took 1.5 hours over. Then so far, 2 hours into Eeny Meeny, and I read 45 minutes of Your Turn to Die, which I ended up DNFing because I couldn't be bothered. Oh, maybe I shouldn't forget that it took me 4 hours and 15 minutes for the fine print. I was already like, I think we're missing something. But yeah, 4 hours and 15 minutes for the fine print. And I feel like in this video we've definitely read quite a few good books. You know, Narnia I wasn't very fond of. Yeah, this was actually more difficult than an actual like staying up for 24 hours, because I feel like you only have that like little time span where you can read, and this like I'm like, oh yeah, well I can upload it later and later and later and later, and then I ended up literally basically almost all the books that I read last month in May ended up being put in this video because I just barely had any time to read. So probably the next time that you'll see a 24-hour reading vlog on my channel, where I actually just try to read for 24 hours straight in one go. No pauses, no breaks. Hopefully next time I'll do a bit better. Comment the bee emoji if you're still watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye. Just kidding. Thank you guys so much for 2K. Like literally, marry me. Thank you. Bye.